5 tips to prepare for a successful virtual networking event. In the past few years, virtual networking has increased in popularity. Since they're not bound to a specific geographical location, a virtual event allows for greater connections and can be accessed without leaving your home or office. However, due to the fact that they're informal and convenient, there's a bit more skill and prep required than for an in-person event. In this tutorial, we'll give you 5 tips to prepare for a successful virtual networking event. Prepare. Though they are, by nature, a bit more casual and relaxed, a virtual event is just as important as an in-person event. Planning a virtual event actually requires more attention and thought than an in-person event. The first thing you need to do is decide why you want to host the event. If you're a seasoned event planner, a virtual event may be an extension to what you've been doing. On the other hand, if this is new territory, you might want to think about what your goal is, who your audience is, and what a successful event looks like. Consider attending a few virtual events to find out how they're run. You'll find things you like and things you don't, which will help you to determine how you want your event to run. Have an agenda. In order to ensure that your virtual event is productive and enjoyable, you must have an agenda that considers your goals, the number of guests present, and the length of your event. The agenda needs to include what you plan to do and say and when. It's critical to keep track of your time in a virtual event. Choose your platform. Since there are so many options, choosing a platform for your event can be a bit tricky, but the good news is most of them have a free version that you can test. Choosing a platform depends on your needs, preferences, and how tech-savvy you are. A quick internet search will help you find one that works for you. You must ensure that your platform is able to accommodate your agenda while also being fairly easy to use. Be sure to test the platform a few times before your event begins. Choose your host. Planning and hosting are 2 different roles. In some cases, the planner is the host, but in other cases, the planner chooses someone different to host. A great host will ensure that your goals are met and that guests will return for future events. For a virtual networking event, you need a host that can use their voice, gestures, and expressions to make guests feel welcome and appreciated. If you plan to have someone else host the event, you'll want to make sure to do a test run with them to make sure they are a good fit. Market your event. Once you have prepared for your event, prepared the agenda, chosen a platform and chosen your host, it's time to start marketing your event. This will determine whether it will be well attended or not. You'll want to market on a variety of platforms including LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Google Business, and anywhere else your proposed audience can be found. In addition to social media, you'll want to reach out to your contacts to talk about the event. When you personally reach out to people, they're more likely to attend. Conclusion. Networking is critical when it comes to business, and virtual networking is becoming the way to do business. After all, it allows you to connect with people all over the world. You're not limited to your own geographic area. However, there are some things you must do to make sure your event is successful. If you'll make these things a priority, it'll make a huge difference.